Piper with the weekend video clip on Saturday the 18th of November, and we're starting with a chart of the DAX this morning. We have a peak here, we have a clear 5 waves down, with this one subdividing into 5 itself, then a 4 and a 5. So we've got a fall of around 700 points. We've got wave A of the correction, A, B, C, B, so that could now be over already, with a C wave coming in to complete the pattern. The 50% retracement level is around here somewhere, so I think bringing it a bit higher than that. Often wave 2s, and I'm looking for wave 2 here, can extend, can actually retest quite closely. But if we take a look at this rally here from about 12,840, about 13,080 thereabouts, 13,100, that's 260 points. So we add 260 points onto here, and we end up around here. So there's resistance around 13.2 to 13.240 thereabouts, but easy to see a bit more than that. So looking to go short next week into this, and I'm sending out an alert to subscribers, which means those who register SMS, get them SMS, WhatsApp room, and also the WhatsApp alerts room. This could be a big move. I mean, we've seen this move here, which is say around 700 points or so. So we'll probably see 1,000 points here, I would think, in a wave 3. And then if we see a wave 4 and a wave 5 following that, then we'll have a signal that the peak is in and that it's all downhill from now. The Xmas rally is a key factor this time of year. What we could see is these declines, and then the Xmas rally could be the correction following those declines, and then early in the new year we could see the next leg down. Anyway, we're not going to go too far. A lot of conjecture, many a slip, etc. So let's see what happens. But right now, I'm looking to go short next week. Right, the pound dollar. We had the peak here, major 4-wave peak. I've already discussed that. A wave 1. Now this sideways drift, which is a wave 2 in my view. So we've got an A, B, C. This counts best as wave 1 of 3, followed by this A, B, C, which peaked here. So I'm expecting now the market to fall away, and that again looks like next week. We had expiry yesterday. Expiry is often a pivotal event in markets. That's expiry of options, and futures and options. There are various different levels of expiry, but it wasn't a triple witching as it was November. But still an important market event, which is a mistake to ignore in my opinion. And often you get a change at that point. So it's possible that the British pound, which has been holding up into expiry, will now see a change and start falling away next week. Okay, so here is the action which I'm counting as wave 3. That's 1, A, B, C, A wave, B, then quite a nice little 5-part 3-wave, then another A, B, C, then a nice 5-part 5-wave to end C, and we've got a very good shorting opportunity there, which I alerted in the WhatsApp room. Just a 10-point stop, so very tight, allowing larger position size with initial fall down, bounce back. So this is going to continue. Then we're looking now for a sell-off, which could take, well, which I'm hoping will break support and see a substantial decline here. This is what I'm looking for, and we're still looking for parity, so we're still looking for 3,000 points on this position. Taking its time, but then that's the way markets work. Right, gold. I did take a small short last week in gold. I'm quite glad to be stopped out as I'm still long, quite heavily long gold stocks, gold coins, etc., etc. We had this impulsive looking decline off 1360, quite a sharp bounce back, but this looks corrective. Obviously it made a failed retest of this low here, and this is looking a real mess. Hard to really count this impulsively, but we could be seeing a final C wave here, so we may see some upside in gold. But I can't say I'm too encouraged. We've got resistance around 1305, this level here, roughly. 1320 is always a key level. I rather doubt that this is going to end up with an impulsive rally. It'd be nice if it did, but I can't see much signs of it just yet. I would just say that asset allocation is a fairly key point. I mean, a year ago I put less than 1% into Bitcoin. I mean, that's now grown to around I don't know, 5% or so, and I wish I'd put more into Bitcoin. I've still got a fairly healthy chunk in gold, which I think will come good. But getting your assets into the right categories is important. My view is that the Bitcoin and crypto area will go up 5 times in this coming year. It went up 10 times last year, but as size grows, then the volatility decreases. So 5 times in the coming year, especially with all these institutions getting involved. I mean, you can sort of hear the crowd, the herd, thundering its way into Bitcoin, just to read the news items, etc., etc. So I would suggest, it's not my job to give advice as such, but I believe that the crypto area is one to be in. If you're not in there, then I would certainly suggest getting at least a toehold. You have to get involved with these things. It's just trying to look from the outside and see what's going on. It's pretty much impossible until you get a feel for it. It doesn't work. I totally missed the internet bubble in the late 90s. I think this. I believe I now feel how those people felt back then with these gains coming in, and I feel very confident that we've got another few years of this crypto space, and it's I think literally the chance for lifetime. If you miss it, well, these things come along quite rarely. The internet bubble was 20 odd years ago now. The latest, the crypto area, it may not repeat in our lifetime similar experiences. So if you're not involved, I would seriously consider getting some involvement because I think that's quite important. When I say important, it does rather depend on your objectives. I mean, clearly, we all have our own views on life and what we want out of life. But if capital appreciation is important, and because it's probably easy to listen to this video, then I think all I'm saying is that's the place to be. Obviously, watch the risk, but the risk reward of say buying one Bitcoin at the moment, with the money coming into the market, or I think that's underwritten to an extent. I mean, clearly there's a potential of loss, but the gains could be substantial over the next few years. There's one Bitcoin could be life changing. 10 Ethereum could be life changing over a 3 to 5 year period, and that's just sitting and holding. If you trade markets, it's a far more complicated business, as most of you listening will know. But if you just buy something and sit in it, then that's fairly simple, and that's all you need to do, really. I'm not guaranteeing anything, obviously, but in my view, that will pay healthy dividends. Anyway, let's look at this Bitcoin chart. This is the daily chart, so we're going back to the beginning. Well, it's almost the entire time I'm involved in the market. So we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a 1, ABC 2, very clear 5 wave, 3, 4, and then this animal here, which we'll look at in a little while. We saw this sharp sell-off recently, hit the 200-day moving average. It hasn't done a huge amount else, but certainly held that particular decline quite well, and we've shot up to new highs. And so let's have a look at this latest rally, see if we can glean what comes next. Okay, here's the rally in its glory. So we hit a low around 5.6, bounced up 800 points or so, slid back again. We've got a wave 1, bit of a triangle here. It may not be the best count, but it certainly is a triangular type form of a wave 2. Up to the 8,000 level, where we've been probing quite a lot. A, B, C. Now a fifth wave coming in, which should take us comfortably above 8,000. If it's the same length as this move here, and often waves 1 and 5 can be similar, around 5, 6 odd, up to 6, 8, 1,200 points. So 1,200 points of 7.5 takes about 8,700. Clearly we have the 10,000 level hovering into view. So I'm looking for a move now into the 9,000, 10,000 area, probably quite quickly given the way this thing moves. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that next week, certainly. And we are in the fifth wave already. We've got the ABC already. That's in place. Having seen that, all we're going to do is complete this move off here. So that will take us to a 5, then another 4 and a 5. So I think there's
more upside before we see a bigger sell-off. I mean, certainly will be a bigger sell-off at some point. Unless, I guess, there's weight of money, the institutional money keeps pouring in, then I guess we could see the market continue on with quite modest setbacks. I mean, it's quite possible we're in a third of a third here, and that the wave count needs adjusting. This could all be 1-2, 1-2 moves before a third wave comes in. Anyway, on that note, I'll pause today. I found that interesting and useful. Back to report on Thursday morning for subscribers. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.